What's up guys, welcome to Horsepower and Pizza. If you are new to the channel, my name is Bailey. Thank you for stopping by. Today, I am going to go over 5 things that I do not like about my 2014 F32 BMW 435i. I've had the car for a little over 2 months now, and I wanted to wait a little bit to make this video so I could get more seat time in the car and figure out things that I liked and didn't like so much. There were only a couple things that I didn't like about this car. It was a couple more than 5, but I narrowed it down to my top 5, and here they are. The first thing that I hate about my 435 is this stupid option right here. The auto start stop feature shuts the engine off when you come to a traffic light. I forgot this feature even existed, so when I test drove the car and it shut off at the first traffic light, I started panicking, freaking out, thinking this car stalled, there's something wrong with it. I just drove 5 hours to look at this car and now I'm not buying it. And then when I let my foot off the brake, it started again and I was like, oh, that's right, that's one of those new things. When you press this button, the red light comes on right here. It will not auto shut off and then restart every time you stop. In the 2012 F30 335, when you would turn it off and then turn the car off, it would not stay turned off and you would need to remember to turn it off every time you drove it. I believe that was updated for these cars because I have not had any issues with it. When I turn it off, it stays off. The second thing that I don't like about this car, I wouldn't say that I hate it because the car still handles phenomenally and it is bone stock right now. So once I start doing suspension upgrades, maybe some brake upgrades and things of that nature, the car is going to handle even better. But I am incredibly underwhelmed with how the car steers. The car wants to understeer. I'd like a little bit more oversteer. Granted, this car is 14 years newer than my E46 was, but my E46 was a driver's car. They're just so bare bones and the technology wasn't what it is today. That car was slow as hell, but you could take it out in the hills and just beat the ever-living piss out of it, and it took it. The F32 handles great, don't get me wrong. It just doesn't handle where I want it to handle at this time. We're gonna change that, it'll be fine. The third thing that I cannot stand about this car, drives me absolutely nuts, and it's something minor, but I think it's just something with my OCD. We have 7 different interior colors. We have this black rubbery leather type thing on the dash and the tops of the doors. We have it in tan the whole way around that matches the seats, and it actually matches the seats pretty well, so that's pretty sweet. But then we have number 3 is the wood grain, number 4 is your silver, number 5 we have this piano black part around the climate control and the radio controls, and then we have matte black everywhere else. But then number 7 we have this like grayish tan headliner in the car. Listen, I'm all about the light headliner because I feel like that helps to not trap as much heat in the car. Maybe I'm just imagining that, but to me, I think the lack of black interior in this car really keeps it cool when I get into it when it's hot out. It's not a huge deal, but 7 different colors? What the hell were you thinking, BMW? The fourth thing that I'm not a fan of, but I don't absolutely hate, when I close the door, these little arms that hand you the seat belts in the luxury package, while they are convenient and kind of amusing to me because I've never been in a car that's done that before, I just feel like the construction of them is very cheap and flimsy, and it's just something else to break. I mean, it's not gonna take you any more effort to just reach back and grab it. Welcome to 2018 where everything's electronic. My 5th and final thing that I don't like about this car is this right here. You have to move this out of the way to get to your cup holders. Now, I don't know what exactly I'm supposed to do with this. When you open the glove box, there's a little net in here that it fits in perfectly, so I would imagine that's what you do with it. But every time you open the glove box with that in there, it falls out, so I just leave it in the glove box. But these cup holders, while they are all right, if you put anything in here, if you look at it from an angle, this part under the radio sticks out further than the cup holders. So anything bigger than a small bottle doesn't fit in the cup holders very well. And if it does, it spills stuff all over this piece and all down in here, which is just another little compartment. Kind of dumb. Like, I get it, it's a driver's car, it's not that big of a deal, but the people that are buying these cars to daily drive, and even like the 428s and everything else, I'm sure the cup holders are the same way in those cars. That concludes the 5 things that I don't like about my 435i. I know a lot of them were very minor, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, please give this video a huge thumbs up and be sure to subscribe. Social media, everything else is linked down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.